What is going on, everybody? It is 8:30 at night in the 614. I got to go to work 9 p.m. to 7 a.m. But I have a feeling that tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when I get off, I will be full of piss and vinegar. Winter has yielded. The good weather has started to come in. And with that, garage sales have been posted. Some of these garage sales have postings for video games. So tomorrow morning at 7 a.m., and not a minute later, I will leave work and hope that the gaming gods smile upon us. And I hope we find some really, really good stuff. The anticipation. How am I going to sleep tonight at work? I mean, how am I going to focus on my work, with the anticipation of possible gaming glory on the horizon? It's going to be impossible, but we'll get through it. Hopefully we'll find some good stuff. All right, guys, got to go to work. Love you guys. Peace. And I'll see you guys back at the game room. What is going on, people in the internet machine? Chris Miller, welcome to a pickup video. Guys, it's like 9 o'clock at night. I went to work last night at 9 o'clock at night, got off at 7, came home, hit some garage sales. We'll get into that first. We'll do that first. But, did that till about 10:30, 11 o'clock. Came home, got some sleep. Had to be at my parents' house at 3 because my brother and his wife just had a new baby. So, went over there to see the nieces and nephews, which is always awesome. But, no sleep in a long day. I'm exhausted. So, all right. So after I got off work, you can tell from the other video, man, I was wired for sound, man, full of piss and vinegar, ready to get it going. 7:01, boom, out the door. But I know some of you guys know this, but just to kind of reiterate, when you're looking at Craigslist for garage sales or your garage sale apps, you kind of want to narrow it down. And what I do is I kind of find like my top 5, like the top 5 garage sales that I definitely want to hit. Some of them had, Xbox 360 stuff, so I don't do any of that. So boom, those were automatically gone. But there was one garage sale that really caught my eye because they advertised, and it said exactly these words: "We have a Nintendo 64 and other Nintendo items." Boom, right? That's priority number 1. That's garage sale number 1. It said it open at 9. Early birds were not encouraged, but would be welcome. So that tells me that, hey, starts at 9. I'll show up at 8. I get there at 8. Now, unfortunately, I got there about 10 minutes too late. Because as I'm looking at the table with the scraps on it, okay, as I'm looking at the table with the scraps on it, some dude is buying a box, and the box was, basically like that Pampers diapers box from the last time with a Nintendo sticking out of the top of it. So it was full. So I kind of snuck a little peek. He had an NES, Nintendo 64, a Nintendo 64 Jungle Green, games, controllers, the whole thing. So she's ringing him up or whatever, and like $63. Now, $63, here's your money. I'm out the door with a box of awesomeness. I'm not going to try and haggle you on that because I don't want you to go, oh, wait, we priced that wrong. That's actually more. No, just give you your money and get out. You guys that do this know exactly what I'm talking about. So this asshole's like, well, how about, could you just make it an even 60? And of course she's like, yeah, sure, whatever. And I'm like, you try and gyp these people out of $3. You know what I mean? You've made your money back plus some, and you probably found some great stuff. But this is what sets the amateur game hunter apart from the, more seasoned, I wouldn't say professional, more seasoned game hunting person. So I'm looking at the scraps table, and the first thing I found was a GameCube game, Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2. Now this was $2, not $20. It's complete for $2. GameCube game. You guys know me, I love collecting for the GameCube. So I'll throw that over there. But so for $2, that's a no-brainer. Also picked up a
Nintendo GameCube for 10 bucks. I am on quite the GameCube tear lately, and every time you see me pick a GameCube up, guys, you know, I get the controllers at Goodwill for like 3 bucks. I bundle this up, I put it on Craigslist, and within a week, you know, I got 30 bucks. That's what they sell for in my area. But yeah, so I'm looking at this GameCube, and it actually came with the power cable and the AV cables. So this one's just missing the controller. There wasn't a game inside, but as I'm examining it, the Model 1, I'm looking at it. This particular port is missing. Okay, and you guys that know anything about GameCubes, this is the port where you put the Game Boy player on, right? So you can play your Game Boy games, your Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color games. So I asked, right? So why this was there in the first place, I don't know. If he's going to buy all the other stuff, I don't understand why he didn't pick this up. Because the cables that come with it are worth the $10. So I asked, I said, hey, do you have the Game Boy player for this and the disc? I'm more interested in the disc. And they were like, oh, yeah, we might have that somewhere. I think I just forgot to put it out. So I gave them my information. We all know how that's going to go, right? I mean, probably not going to get a call or an email. Because when people ask, I always give them my email address and my phone number. So, text anytime, that kind of thing. But also in the scrap pile, okay, now that GameCube, like I said, came with the power cord and the AV cord. But I found a third-party AV cord, and they wanted 50 cents for it. So definitely picked that up for 50 cents. Only that. So yeah, we picked up one of those for 50 cents, which anybody that buys and sells, consoles and finds as many GameCubes as I do, those are invaluable. But they also had another one for 25 cents. I don't know, maybe the other one was complete in box, so the box was worth 25 cents. But yeah, so these cables obviously always come in handy, and they'll never go to waste. The last thing I got for 25 cents was one of these Nintendo cases. Now this one's dirty, and the buckle on the top is missing. There's like a handle that goes on here. That's missing, but for 25 cents, man, we had one of these when I was a kid, and every time I open this thing, it holds, I don't know, 10, 12 games or whatever. But every time I open this thing, I look in there, I can see my games from when I was a kid, Mega Man, Contra, that yellow Super Mario Brothers 3 cover, Mario Brothers Duck Hunt, those two magical gold cartridges, right, that we all know about, and Jackal and stuff like that. I mean, I can picture that in my mind right now as I'm looking at that. So this will get cleaned up, and will definitely get a lot of love. So I picked up all that stuff for 13 bucks. So not bad, I'll take it. I'll take it for scraps, especially if they call back with the Game Boy player and the disc. I have one, and I actually have an extra player. I really just want the disc so I can have two that are complete. All right, guys. Let's see. What do we want to get to? All right. Goodwill finds this week. So went to Goodwill, picked up one game. As always, they're $2.99. Jaws Unleashed for the PlayStation 2. The game is also complete, and it's in very, very nice condition. I'm really looking forward to playing this game. I don't know why. I'm not like a Jaws super fan or anything like that, but I do think it's kind of a cool concept. So for $3, we got that. And I'm always trying to find ways, to find games, like find new avenues or new resources to find games. So here in Ohio, we have Cashland Advance. It's basically like a check cashing place / pawn shop, and they intake all of this stuff. And I'd never been before, so I actually went this week. Picked up for $1.99 a copy of Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone for the PlayStation 2. There's something crusty on there. I don't want to touch it or lick it or anything. But that one's complete and in really nice condition. Now, I'm not going to play Harry Potter games. I'll probably not even keep this. But what I'll do is I'll try and flip it for a little bit, because this game still goes for like 20 bucks. So I'll try and flip it, get a little bit more money than $1.99 out of it. And if all else fails, I can take it out to Maxine's Bargain Box in Newark, and I'll get 60% of the trade-in value. So I'd get 12 bucks in trade. Not bad. Okay. Other thrift store finds. Hit up, I think it's Infinity 3. Hell, I don't know. Picked up 3 games there. It it was yellow tag week, and because the items were yellow tag, which is half off, but because the items were under $5 or $5 and under, they were just automatically 50 cents. So I'm not really going to pass up any complete game, you know, for 50 cents. So the first game was Rainbow Six 3 Black Arrow for the original Xbox. Again, like I said, these games were 50 cents, but the game is complete with the manual. And then I picked up 2 GameCube sports titles. Both of these are complete. Madden 2007. Okay, I guess I'll show it. There's the manual. And Sega Sports NBA 2K2. Complete. The manual's a little bending right there, but you can see a little bend. But yeah, we'll just turn the manual around. Now, back in the day, I was a huge AI fan, man. I love Allen Iverson, man. I thought he was like, remember when he crossed up Jordan? Yeah. But yeah, so this actually might get a playthrough. The Madden game probably won't. I'll just swap out the case because the cases are in really nice condition for another game. You know, it's more valuable and more exciting. On that note of athletes and all that stuff, a friend of mine, a coworker I work with, because that's what a coworker is. Again, sorry dudes, it's late and I'm tired. Was at a Goodwill, and he knows I'm a big Bo Jackson fan. I love Bo Jackson. Bo Jackson's probably my favorite athlete of all time. So he picked me up Bo Knows Bo. It's a Bo Jackson biography. And yeah, as soon as I get in between semesters and I get some time, I'll definitely check this out. Now, I've actually met Bo Jackson in person when I was stationed in Yuma, Arizona. This was probably 2000, well, it had to be 2000, 2001. Bo Jackson was doing a promotion for Bo Jackson's Better Bars. I don't know if anybody remembers those. It was basically a supplement bar type thing. And yeah, he came to the base and, you know, signed autographs and everything. So I got pictures and autograph with Bo Jackson. And yeah, so it's pretty sweet. I still remember the commercials in my head like it was yesterday, you know. All right. So definitely cool to get that. Thrift store finds. All right. For $1.99, picked up a Super Nintendo Super Pad. Now the day, this works. I tested it. But the day that I went, this label, see how the labels are all starting to tear away? I went the day before, and this was there, and the label was in perfect condition. It was in the electronics section, you know, like where they keep all the junk cables or whatever. And I went back the next day because I was like, man, I should have picked that up. I went back, and this was moved over into the DVD area, and it was like behind, I guess it was attempted to be hidden, but it wasn't really that hidden very well. And the sticker was peeling off. So I'm wondering if somebody was going to try and steal this. But yeah, so we went and picked up a SNES controller for $1.99. I mean, you guys definitely know how I feel about controllers because I say it every time, and this time's no exception. Can never have too many controllers. All right, got to give a thanks to Jeff McNZ. I was watching one of his collection videos. It was an original Xbox collection video, and he noted that one of his games was worth a little bit of dough, and you know, that's why I watch collection videos as another type of resource, so I can, you know, put it in my memory. Oh, that person, you know, check my apps, and that person noted that it was pretty expensive. But the game was Knights of the Old Republic for the Xbox, and I went and picked up for $5 Knights of the Old Republic. This is the first one. His was the second one. That's the one that was worth a little bit of money. Picked this up for $5. It's complete, and I think Knights of the Old Republic's going for like 25-ish, something like that. And Knights of the Old Republic 2, Jesus, is going for about $25. The first one is going for 16, 17 bucks. So for $5, definitely happy to have it. Again, complete. And, you know, I love Star Wars, but I don't know if that's a game for me. Okay, so I'm buying that controller. I'm at that thrift store, and I'm buying a controller. And I asked to see the games behind the counter. And there's, you know, Jeopardy and Nintendogs and whatever. But the guy, I don't know, he's like the stock guy or whatever. He's not like a regular employee. I don't see him there all the time. He doesn't like run register or anything like that. So he comes up to me. He's like, oh, hey, are you into those old video games and stuff? And I'm like, oh, yeah, man, I collect, you know, Nintendo, Sega, you know, all that old stuff. And he goes, well, I just got a box of that in the back. Yeah, baby. when you get first dibs on anything, you should, especially nowadays, you should feel blessed. So he brings out a stack of maybe 12 games or something. So I picked up 2. The first game that I got was Mario 64 for $5. Now, obviously, being an N64 guy, I have this game. This is a non-player's choice copy, so I'm sure that I could clean this up, throw it on Craigslist, and sell it for $20-25, and that'll give us a little bit more dough to mess around with when we go to the Korgs convention here in about a month and a half, or May 16th. So I guess it'll be about a month. The other game I got was Castlevania for $5. Now this cartridge is very dirty. I don't know if you can, see how, oh yeah, that's yummy right there. But the interesting about this cartridge is that no flaps. It's a 5-screw Castlevania. I didn't even know that they made 5-screw Castlevanias. I don't know if this is worth, $1 more, a couple more bucks more, if it's worth just the same. So I haven't decided what I'm going to do with this. I'm not a big Castlevania guy, so I might offer it up since I got it so cheap, and I'll end up making most of my money back with the Mario. I might offer this up for trade and try and get something that I would actually play. But since it's a 5-screw, I might keep it. You never know. All right. Another thing, Jeff Mack and Z has been hitting up the half-price books, and like I always forget to go to half-price books, man. But last time we picked up F-Zero, so I decided to hit it up again, and for $6 a piece, I picked up 2 games. The first game is Crash Bandicoot Warped for the PlayStation. Greatest hits version, but there's the disc. Obviously, it's complete because there's the front manual. So I have the Crash Bandicoot 3 Warped. So I'll end up selling this. This game right now is going for about $17 or so. So hopefully I can sell this, and then it'll pay for not only this game, but the other game, which is Front Mission 3 for the PlayStation 1. This is a SquareSoft game, boys and girls. So a SquareSoft game for $5.99. If you don't buy that, then I guess that's on you, because I can't think of one SquareSoft game that is not worth at least $6. So there is the manual, and as you can see, there are some other SquareSoft games. Yeah, whatever. But the deal with this game is that it's got kind of that Final Fantasy thing with it, where Front Mission 1 and 2 were released in Japan. This is actually the first Front Mission, I believe, to be released in the United States. And this is an RPG that utilizes mechs. So you're moving mechs around the screen instead of, like characters, people characters. I played the tutorial stage in this just to kind of get a feel for the game. The controls seem really good, and the combat's awesome. But, so SquareSoft game, $6, whatever. Alright, guys. And the last thing I got for you, again, looking for new resources, new avenues to find games, okay? There is a website called OfferUp. I'm not getting paid by them. I'm not endorsed by them, any of that. But I heard about it on Retro Liberty, and so I checked it out. So like I said, there's a website. You log in, you create an account, and there's an app for your phone that you can download. And basically, it's like Craigslist, where somebody will post something, and then you contact them, set up a date and time, agree on a price, and, go get your item. But the difference is when the seller goes back into their account and marks the item as sold, they get to rate you as a buyer, and then you get to rate them as a seller. So, that might be another option for you in your area. It's kind of a new thing, so I don't know if they're in all areas or whatever, but you just click on the app and type in your area code, and then it automatically, finds you and whatever. So for $10, I picked up 3 games. First one was Guitar Hero 2 for the Xbox. And in case anybody gives a shit, that's complete. I know I do. I care a great deal about Guitar Hero. Alright, and the last 2, I'll probably just take that to Maxine's and throw it in the donation bin, the free bin, which is actually kind of cool because there's always manuals and boxes and cases and stuff in there. So you throw stuff in, you take some stuff out, no worries. All right, the last 2 games were original Xbox games. The first one is Fusion Frenzy, Xbox only game, and that one is complete. And the last game that we got was Goblin Commander Unleash the Horde for the Xbox. I'd never heard of this game before. I think it was a hidden gem on like a Metal Jesus video or something like that, but that's also complete and in very nice condition. So guys, those are the pickups this week. Garage sale season has come around and starting to hit more and more garage sales. I wish I would have been able to get there about 10 minutes earlier, so I would have picked up some of that N64 awesomeness. But all right, so last thing that we do on our show always is we thank our new subscribers, and a special shout out goes to Game Hunters R Us, who mentioned me in one of their episodes, and I went from 24 subscribers to 37 subscribers, and a lot of those folks that came over said, "Hi, I'm here from Game Hunters R Us," so which is completely awesome. So Josh, guys, thank you guys so much, and I really appreciate the shout out and everything you guys have done. You guys have a cool channel. Congrats on your 400. I'm sure by the time you're seeing this that you're way past that. But all right, so let's kick it off. The first 4 subscribers I checked into, they don't really have YouTube channels where they post game hunting videos or anything like that. But thank you so much to Lisa S. Sup, girl. John Jonathan, thank you for subscribing. Michael Jenkins and Michael Jenkins. Hey, did you play football for Ohio State? No? All right. And the last of that bunch there is XX Dragon XX. So you four folks, thank you very much for subscribing to this madness. Can't wait to hear from you in the comment section. Feel free to email me and all that, or PM me and all that stuff. All right, so the next set of subscribers, brand new subscribers, they actually have channels. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the video real quick, and then I will come back and we'll shout out those guys. All right, guys, let's get this done, man. As always, the links will be in the description, and all these folks have YouTube channels that feature video game uploads and all kinds of stuff. So, all right, so the first one is Everyday Life. It's a new channel. It's been up for, as I'm shooting this video, maybe a couple weeks. They have a few, I don't know if they're collection videos, I guess you would call them, but they're more like game showing videos, like showing the games or whatever, the front and back of the boxes and whatnot. So if you're into that kind of stuff, check that out. Replayability, they do Let's Play videos, Smash Brothers matches. There's just kind of a lot of content over there. Next is the Fluffy Gamer. It does pickup videos, which I really like. In his pickup videos, he actually kind of posts a little thing on the screen somewhere, how much he paid for it and kind of what it's going for. Again, I like to watch those videos. I love pickup videos and collection videos because you can learn a wealth of knowledge from your fellow gamers. So he does pickup videos, Let's Plays, and yeah, just another cool channel. So definitely check that one out. Matt and Jaelon, thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. I've been subscribing to you guys for a couple months now. It's cool stuff. They do pickups, and they delve into that weird world of dumpster diving. And guys, look at me. That is very brave of you, because there is no way I'm digging around in some dumpster to find, a Pokemon manual or something. That's crazy to me. You guys are awesome. Keep up the good work. They also have a lot of odds and end types videos where, they've been tagged or they got like a package from somebody and stuff like that. So they definitely have a lot of content over there as well. Next channel, give a shout out to is Anthony Sill. Thanks for subscribing, dude. He does like pickup videos, things like that. So check that out. Retro Budget 20. They also do pickup videos. Noticing a common theme of these channels, right? Everybody's kind of doing pickup videos, which is cool. They do like tag videos. I'm kind of cheating on my notes right now. They do like breaking the budget videos where they spend more money than what they're supposed to. And from what I gather, they do kind of this thing where it's who can get the best quality items, not necessarily quantity, but for like $20. So they kind of put a budget on it. If you guys remember the old Retro Hunter videos, they do like a $5 challenge or something like that. But Canadian Retro does pickup videos. Thanks for subscribing, dude. A lot of content on Canadian Retro's channel. Game Rescue, they do pickups. They do some Let's Plays. And then there's some videos on there for Minecraft. So if you're into like Minecraft world building and stuff like that, I know my son is, God, he's 10. I'm old. My 10-year-old son is into Minecraft, so he watches those videos on YouTube all the time. So if you're into that, check that out. And the last one, this time is Game Glitch Guy G3. Kind of does challenge videos. And listen, I've been playing a little bit of Ninja Gaiden, so if that might be in the Let's Play the Classics already. If it's not, then I just gave it away. But if it is, then, you know, I watch a lot of his speed run and his how to beat the ending boss video. I watched it intently like a hawk over and over and over again. Unfortunately, I can't wall climb where the dam, so I was dead in 5 seconds. But all right, everybody, thank you guys again. All those channel links will be in the description below. Thank you again to everybody for viewing and subscribing and all that stuff. And yeah, see you next time. We're not going to say happy gaming. We're just not going to say happy gaming. But have fun playing with your video games. And I hope you guys have a great garage sale season as we kick that bad boy off. So have fun gaming. I don't know.